Oh, it looks so pretty, doesn't it? I really hope the gold doesn't ruin it.
Oh God.
Little gremlin laugh of success.
This is going to be an ambitious one. I was watching Madame Myriad, also known as Sophie, and I was thinking, gosh, I bet she'd be great to photograph. So I reached out and she agreed. We've talked a lot about what the different ideas we had for the shoot, and we finally settled on something, and it's ambitious. I have now signed myself up for building a theatre set. I absolutely love and have always wanted to do a paper moon-esque photo shoot. There is one problem. I have never built something to this scale before. I've got a bunch of foam. Is that gonna work? The commitment that I made is now fast approaching, and I've got to figure out how to do it. So I'm gonna go clear my day room, and whilst I go do that, we'll talk through what my idea is. Okay, see you down there. Sophie's design is going to be based on vintage style ballet dresses, and so, sticking with the historical vibe, I need everything to be very soft and faded. I'm going to make a painted fabric backdrop, then a lot of set pieces, which will all be made out of XPS foam. I'm looking to make a bunch of clouds, some hanging stars, and then the centerpiece, a giant moon that is taller than Sophie. Bonus problem, I need to fit all of this in the back of my car. The clouds, they'll be fine. They can just slot in anywhere. But the moon, that's gonna have to fold in half in some way, right? Or else it's not gonna fit. I have been tearing my hair out trying to figure out how to do this because I cannot screw hinges into foam. It'll snap. But I don't want to make it out of plywood because I'm bad at woodwork. But then how do I take it apart and it not snap? And then what if I
need to calm down.
However, it's okay because I think I have a solution. But first things first, I need to draft out how big this moon even needs to be, and to get that and all of the clouds cut out of the foam. So, let's go. Of it. I am chuffed. I'm a little bit squished in, but everything being like its own separate piece means that I can adjust things, move them around. I can like vibe it out on the day and just make sure that Sophie is framed perfectly. The absolute breakthrough for me was, and now can I turn you around without domino knocking everything over? Come on, you can do it, you can go, you can go. I'm so excited about this. My life just became a billion times easier. Let me show you how this works. It's cut into 3 sections, so you've got the top, the middle, and the bottom, all of which are perfectly the right size to fit in my car. And then I just removed the masking tape. It comes apart, and extra bit of bonus, it fits on top of my C-stand. That means it's adjustable. Just a little bit of masking tape to make sure it doesn't fall apart, and I've got my moon. Little gremlin laugh of success. So now what I have to do is a little bit of neatening up, sand the edges of the clouds, and then get the primer on and leave them to dry. So I'm gonna get this all packed down, and I will see you in the morning for painting. All right, night guys. Good morning. It is quite a chilly day today. It is a good day to be inside doing some painting. Isn't it so cool? So Sophie's dress is going to have like pinks and golds and ivories in it. I was having a look at things like this. We're wanting to make sure that the set around her complements that dress. And I really want to try having the gold edging. All right, let's give it a go. Okay, so clouds are done. I need to let them dry before I do the gold. So now I can move on to doing the moon. So I had a couple of different options with what colour I wanted to do the moon. Because we're going for this watercolour vibe, I think I am going to keep it quite a yellow moon. So I'm going to get a base coat of a kind of warm, creamy white down, and then start going at it with a sponge in a darker colour, just to give it that like very soft texture. At some point I'll figure out what I'm doing about stars, but I'm kind of deep into this now. So I'm gonna put that off for future Jaz to worry about, because right now I've got to paint this moon. All right, let's paint the moon.
20 minutes later.
I think it's looking a little bit like mottled and dull. I don't know. I don't know if I maybe need to go for a bit of a richer colour. It's quite difficult to show you. I've got to do some finagling to get it so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, so I was trying to get this like mottled look, but it's not, first of all, it's not really showing up, and it's kind of making it a little bit dull, I guess. I just don't know if this is the right direction. Let me go grab a cloud. I think we'll stick with the colours because that is looking cute. That's it. We're going to scratch the sponge, gradient of richer yellow through to white and then to richer yellow at the edge. Okay, I'm going to go pop the cloud back and we'll keep going with this. I will figure this out.
Right, that is looking a little better. So I'm gonna pop all of the pieces to one side to dry. However, some of the clouds are now dry, which means we can have a go with the gold foil. So let me just tidy up this workspace and then I'll bring through one of the clouds. Right, so, oh, it looks so pretty, doesn't it? I really hope the gold doesn't ruin it. So I have got Mod Podge, gold leaf, and a little paintbrush. So we'll just, would it make sense for it to be there? Yeah, we'll do like a little bit. Get some of the gold foil. Oh, that is just, look at that. Oh, it's just so pretty and delicate. All right, okay, there is absolutely no way that you can see sat over there, so I'll bring you round. No, you just have to promise not to judge the mess of the studio. Can we get an okay on that? It's been a long day. I've got a little bit that got stuck to my paintbrush, but I'm kind of like liking the idea of painting it on a little bit. Like it's just like trying to figure out like how dense is this gonna need to be in order to show up. Ever so gentle, so gentle. And then getting a little bit thin around the sides. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with my fingertip. Oh, it comes off the edge really quite easily, doesn't it? Put like a little bit on there. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's looking very pretty. Maybe if also I leave the glue to dry for just like a little bit longer so that it's a bit more tacky. Why do I take the lazy route? Why do I not like look up how other people have done this? Like, why do I just go full guns blazing, just assuming that I know how this works? I assume Mod Podge is the right thing to use. I assume that you leave it to get a little bit tacky. But did I look it up? No. Okay, doop, 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 doop. You know, nothing makes you feel more like the monkey that you are than handling really, really, really delicate things that then get ungracefully stuck to your monkey paws. This is starting to look good. Oh, it's such a satisfying thing, you know? When you get to like scratch the gold away, you don't know what it's gonna reveal in terms of like the scattering, but it's really, really satisfying. I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna do the rest of it off camera. As you can see, it has been a long day. It is very firmly nighttime now. So then we'll start to have a look at what I'm gonna do with the backdrop. So I'm gonna keep getting myself absolutely covered in gold and I will see you in the morning. All right, okay. Hello! Oh yes, I am feeling really rather pleased with how this is all coming together. The stars that I plan on having here, I don't know why, I just couldn't bring myself to think about them. Just imagine stars will be here. And I think this is going to be a really nice frame. Visually, it's going to, you know, draw the eye from this corner up and round and onto Sophie. Sophie will be here. So we are finally moving on to the backdrop. I toyed with having either a paper or a fabric backdrop. Paper would have been easier to make look the way that I wanted, but transporting paper in the back of a car, oh gosh, I could already foresee that it was going to get creased, ripped, crumpled. Fabric is the much safer option. I want this to look like a hand-painted backdrop. I want it to fade from like a light blue in the middle and for it to gradient out to a darker blue at the edges. Is going to be a mix of two dyes. So I've got a navy blue, that one, and I've got a sort of vintage light blue. I have a call with Sophie tomorrow evening where we're gonna do a bit of a show and tell and prove to each other that we have in fact been doing the project. So I guess I better mix up some dye. All right, okay, let's crack on.
The first lot of the stones in, a bunch of like stars and little flower clusters that I made in it.
So it's in 3 sections and it just all pops apart and then just packs down flat. So the catch up with Sophie went great. We ran through both of our projects, showed where we're up to on various bits and pieces, talked logistics a lot, and it was just really nice to hang out for an evening and catch up. So we agreed that everything was good to go, and so that was it. It was time to get ready for the shoot.
Now is the time to panic!
It's shoot day. Oh boy, am I nervous. Can we do a quick fit to check? Sophie's audience is about 30 times bigger than mine, and I wanted to make a good impression, but the problem is that in a photo shoot you need to be like super comfy and able to move. I couldn't wear any cool like corsetry or anything, so I just went ham on the jewellery. Oh, okay, I'm rambling. I have also now finished the stars. I just couldn't bring myself to make these until the 11th hour. They've got like a little bit of sparkle, some of them are double layered. Why, brain? Why, what was so scary about this? But yes, so those are done. Okay, so Sophie has now seen the backdrop. She's given it the seal of approval, and hopefully she keeps that opinion when she sees it IRL. I have also seen the dress that she is making. It's very beautiful. She's also made a lovely crown. So yeah, I think it's all gonna come together really well. I just have to deliver. So we're gonna talk through what I need to do piece by piece, and it'll be fine. Okay, so number one, we are packing up the car. I'm gonna try and not break anything. Then we are driving across country. Once we're at Sophie's, that's when hair and makeup can begin. We had a makeup artist, but unfortunately weren't able to make it in the end, so I guess I'm doing that. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Then we're packing everybody into the cars, driving to the studio, getting set up, and then I just have to do the thing. You know when you're just stood on the precipice? Yeah. All right, okay, no point just sitting here getting nervous. Let's go pack the car. Made it! See, proof that I am in fact here.
Hello. Good.
Hey, I like how this makes us look like we're
I
professionals.
know, it's like we're not actually using these, but we can pretend that we are.
So welcome to our podcast. We're here to talk about the stress of navigating city driving.
Oh God. We did the same circle 3 times.
I'm so sorry, please don't tell Uber. This has been a really cool project. It's been really pushing us, I think.
Yeah.
You've had some machine errors.
I broke it. The machine broke.
Just RIP.
Yeah. Ilva will be missed.
I mean, your dress is just looking so pretty.
Thank you.
And your hair's come out so lovely.
I love it.
How are you feeling about the shoot?
I'm feeling good now that we're here. I was so anxious all morning. But like as soon as you got here, I just felt fine and so much more comfortable. I just built it up in my head all morning.
Yeah, it's the doing it. It's the nervous thing. But when you're actually in it, it's actually not that bad. I mean, we say that now. We haven't actually started. All right, let's stop procrastinating.
Yes.
Let's go do it. All right, come on in. It's done. I had an absolute blast, and how gorgeous did Sophie look? Oh, she looked like an elven fairy princess. This was really fun. I was extremely nervous, but Sophie was just such a delight to work with, and I'm so proud of us and what we were able to achieve. All right, so just a quick rundown really. Overall, I'm really pleased. There were just a couple of small issues. We did not book the studio for long enough. 2 content creators plus a photo shoot. Oh boy. We were having to go at a clap, but neither one of us had ever been in that situation before, so you live and you learn. The only other thing was that the backdrop, it was way too light, and that is my fault. I wanted to have this beautiful dark watercolor background, but the problem is that I was cheap and I got a polyester backdrop. And what that means is that the dye dried a lot lighter than it would if it had been on a cotton or a canvas. In hindsight, I should have just gone with a paper one and risked the damage. But overall, I mean, the pictures. I'm so pleased with how they came out. I was hoping to get 2 pictures. To come away with 3 that I really like is just amazing. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Please, if you haven't, go and support Sophie's video as well. She is Madame Myriad. She is amazing. I can't believe you're not subscribed to her already if you're not. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.